Okay, so, Pokemon Battle Revolution Wi-Fi match number 1, my first posted match on YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm not using a fancy microphone. No, I'm using my camera because every time I use Windows Movie Maker, it ends up all... and it sucks. It sucks butts. But anyway, I use a Trick Room team, so I go with my Trick Roomer. Sorry for screaming. I need to learn to keep my voice down. My camera can't record that much audio. But anyway, I go to pick out Rhyperior because he has moves that can take out the majority of that guy's team. Hammer Arm on Macargo, dAdA, and the Rhyhorn. Earthquake for dAdA, Camerupt, and Macargo. I don't pick Swampert because, well, both Grass is 4 times effective against both Swampert and Rhyperior. You don't want both of them on one team. That's what I have a problem with like ground types. There's only 2 of my Pokemon can levitate. A third if you count Magnet Rise on Metagross. But anyway, he sends out his Torterra and Camerupt, fearing an Earthquake or Grass-type move, maybe a Wood Hammer. I switch out Rhyperior and immediately send out Dusk Noir. And he does use a Grass-type move, but it's Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf, so he's not competitive. Definitely not competitive. But anyway, they take it pretty well. The Camerupt's Earthquakes, which would have been a major problem. So look at that. He got a critical on his own Pokemon, and it pretty much did nothing against Dusk Noir anyway. I call Dusk Noir Reaper the Reaper, by the way, because she is awesome. Bronzong gets the Trick Room set up with virtually no problem at all. This guy was pretty easy. I fight some other guys that are at least more of a match, but Bronzong sets up the light screen because my team's special defense sucks, and they could use an extra stage of special defense. Camerupt uses Rock Slide, and that's probably his most powerful move he used this entire match. Dealt maybe a third of Dusk Noir's HP with a critical, and flinches her. So Torterra uses Leaf Storm, I think on Dusk Noir, but on Bronzong, and does like nothing. I mean, that's just really kind of stupid. I mean, I'm sorry, dAdA, A's are capitalized, not the D's, but that is a really sucky team you have. So, since Gyro Ball's not very effective against either of them, I Explode. I have my Bronzong Explode. Useless critical on Camerupt. I'm pretty sure that he would have died regardless. Dusk Noir is Ghost type. Doesn't hit her. And I thought Torterra was going to survive with uber defenses, but he doesn't. I mean, I was prepared. Look, I was prepared to... Oh, Bronzong dies. He exploded. Duh. So, I was prepared to have Dusk Noir use Fire Punch on Torterra, but she didn't need to. Should be able to attack the trainer and be funny. But, Leftovers heals. He sends out his Rhyhorn, Rhinoceros, if you can't read that, because I can't. I send out my Rhyperior, and he sends out his, dAdA. Cool effects, I think. Hammer Arm was used, and it dealt some pretty decent damage against Rhydon. Unfortunately, defenses run in the Rhyhorn family line. And look at this, Surf on a Rhydon, and look how little it does to Rhyperior. 4 times power, and it does that little. That's maybe like a quarter of his HP, maybe a fifth, I don't know. But definitely very little. So hits dAdA also, does nothing to Dusk Noir, nothing to mention really. So Dusk Noir uses Brick Break on dAdA, gets some decent damage. I figure even though it's super effective, and therefore does not deserve to be revered, because it was ×2, I still think amazing defenses, you know. So Dusk Noir is hit by a Dragon Claw, and it almost kills her, but luckily she hangs on, because the Reaper is awesome. So I point my magical finger and send out my final attack, Hammer Arm, to demolish dAdA. Like, look at that, just boom. I blew dAdA up. That's what happened. That's what happened, people. I blew his dAdA up and lowered my own speed. Yep. Rhyperior is just that awesome. He has the explosive touch. Just so Life Orb takes us to Rhinoceros, uses Surf again, being its probably most powerful attack against these two. Almost kills Dusk Noir again, but Special Defense is her best move. So Dusk Noir goes along and uses a Brick Break. Finishes off the Rhydon. Look at that, he's clutching his head like, ah, I need an Advil! So Rhydon faints, and that's the end of that. So, yeah, I just finished my first recorded and posted YouTube Wi-Fi match. So that was fun. Hit that comment button down there. I'm open to constructive criticism or comments. If you have a trouble or whatever, go ahead and contact me. Hit the subscribe button, that awesome little orange button up in the upper right hand corner. And I'm also willing for 5-star ratings.